deep balls, you play too much zone, and then he can hurt you after the catch. A lot of different ways. This guy is very dangerous.
He's brought down solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Blue Devils in the hurry up. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of them.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Back to throw, it's Cantrell. Getting some heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And this guy just stays on a roll. He's been getting to quarterbacks and making life really, really hard. He had 3 sacks a week ago, 1 already in this ball game. You better know where he is at on every single snap.
Nice move, create some space. And there he goes. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. The Pirates offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Purple Pirates.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Dropping back, it's Cantrell. Finds his man down the middle. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Got his man. Still on his feet at the 45. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. He wants to throw it again. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. The Blue Devils moving quickly to the line. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete, the defense holds.
And the offense stays aggressive. They're trying to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
From the gun, the ground game. Steamrolls his way ahead. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Morton. Working the middle, it's complete. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And the Pirates come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4, they'll mark it at the 19. Solid pickup of 4 on first down, it's 2nd and 6. Rides to the back. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Guys, East Carolina carries the lead into the quarter break. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll go to the ground. Not much running room. He's got 1 down to the 12.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, though.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. And the Blue Devils are in the hurry-up. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Puts him in the spin cycle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Wants to throw. It's Cantrell. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Blue Devils will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Coming after it. And he makes the grab, but he's out of bounds. Incomplete pass. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Pirates with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. This time it's complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Going for 6. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this 1st half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Looking for a man. It's Cantrell. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. And this defense has taken up residence in the backfield, and the crowd loves it. 3rd and long. They'll turn to the jet sweep to try to convert. Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. Got a lot of running room. The 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Man, what a great job by this offense finishing the half. It wasn't perfect. You're still trailing, but now you've cut that lead to a 1-score game. Now in the 2nd half, we can come out, make some things happen. We just created some big momentum for this offense. Now we take it into halftime.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Greenville.
And the Blue Devils will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. From inside his own 15, looking for room. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking downfield, it's Morton. The throw. It's complete to the right. Turns it on in midfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. And the Pirates are moving quickly down the field. He is smashing people. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. A first down run in the red zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. He's looking to throw. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Now it's third and goal. They'll leave it with him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. Splits the uprights. Good. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Dropping back, it's Cantrell. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. The Blue Devils come to the line in the hurry-up. He'll pull it on the read. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And here comes the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. What a cut, now he's loose. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. From the gun to give, looking for room. At midfield, he's got room. He showed it all there, a little looseness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
Yeah, the defense knew coming into this game that this offense was going to try and throw it down the middle of the field, so they knew that they were going to have to break on passes but also be really physical, tackle the catch, and knock the ball away, and they were able to do that there.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Working his way and keeping those legs moving, picks up 5 down to the 14. Here comes a 3rd down situation, and the defense has had no answer so far. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. His field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. Never a doubt. Put a 3 spot on the board as we finish quarter number 3. Guys, East Carolina carries the lead into the quarter break. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Going up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Cantrell. Oh, he dropped it. Bounced right back to them. And the Blue Devils headed quickly to the line. They'll throw it on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. A real mark of experience from this junior. He knew a hit was coming, and he kept those eyes downfield.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Gets it out quickly. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Set up for 2nd and short after that completion.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Trying to take it back. The 30. At the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, ECU.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Illegal touch. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Defense in press coverage. To the air, it's Cantrell. They're setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run up.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just...
He's going to throw deep right side. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that was a big-time stop defensively. Being physical, creating a negative play on that last run. Now you're setting up third down. This is the critical time. You've got to find a way to get off the field. You're trailing late in the game. Give it back to your offense to go see if they can score.
They're just hoping to get a little breathing room for the punt. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Duke.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Bust through behind his pad. Oh, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking to move it through the air. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. To throw, it's Morton. Going up top. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, East Carolina. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David. No question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You've got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Pressure coming. Unleashes one. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Pirates! And the stomping has commenced.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. He's looking to throw it. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. To the air, it's Cantrell. He wants a big play here late. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His fourth interception. And with that turnover, that'll finish the game. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium on the campus of Duke University, and customarily a trip here involves a journey to K-Ville. Instead, you will be engulfed by the Wade Wackos, the Duke fans ready for their Blue Devils to go to work. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Duke Blue Devils offense takes the field. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
After getting nothing done on the last one, this is a big play, 2nd and long from the 11. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he breaks into the open. Past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Blue Devils. And once he got loose, it was all over. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. So NC State's offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? Both of these teams have somebody that can do just that.
Man, it's so much fun. They get off the rock and they get in the backfield and get to quarterbacks. Make them feel uncomfortable, get them to the ground. These guys change the way offenses are playing the game.
These offensive coordinators better help out their quarterback. These guys need to be double-teamed with tight ends and running backs. You let these guys go one-on-one, you're asking to get sacked.
Now rolling to the left. Oh, picked off. Turns it on in midfield. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times in great position, you see him there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Duke. The big tight end, always able to make the defense pay.
And tight ends have evolved so much in football. I mean, these guys are like wide receivers now, and you see why. Got the athletic ability, the big bodies, throw it to them when they make big plays.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. To say this has been a slow start as they going over the top. Snags it on the right. Oh, look out. There he goes. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point is good. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. A first down for the offense. He'll try to pop the draw. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Give to the back. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
And the Blue Devils will have it 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. So now they're scaring at a 2nd and long from their 20. Now the play fake. Pocket starts to collapse. Makes the catch. It's Algier. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Blue Devils will hustle to the line.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last
Ooh, that's a fumble.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Red pass, it's complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. And the Blue Devils line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Open space.
That's a great fucking hole. That's a great run and great hole. I hit that shit precise.
He's at the 10. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Ready to try the point after. Bangs it through for an extra point.
The extra point is good.
That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And he's going to try to return this one. Didn't find any crease in that.
Yo, I got to get credit for that run, though. Come on.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
He makes the connection. And he's knocked down immediately, but not.
Thanks, bro. That was luck, really, but I hit that hole perfectly.
First down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He wants to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Algier.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
Still running at the 40. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. As they get set to snap it just.
Don't matter if I don't have defense.
Absolutely nothing settled. Deadly.
Man, all of you robbing people from me. You fucking Horsewood and Cox. I feel like that fish under the shark getting leftovers.
First down to start the drive after the break. The back goes in motion. To the air on 1st down. Got his man on the right. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Blue Devils. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, you know, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. He leaves it with his back. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Tackle is made after the first down.
Offenses that are great on third downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on third and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on third downs all throughout this season.
He wants to throw here on second down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Got it set up on the outside. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. He'll try the left side. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Grab behind the line. It's Morris. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. The inside handoff. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse.
It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, NC State. Lining up for the PAT. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. So a drive there of 82 yards. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Duke has the ball back.
I didn't say hoarding. I said fucking stealing.
Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to play.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
Using the quick game, they'll immediately call timeout.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And they got him for the sack. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Blue Devils will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Bringing it back, it's ball. Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. Line gets set, first down. He's going to pass. That's caught. It's Silva. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. NC State quick to the line. He'll come out throwing on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is?
And he's got it inside the 20. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Quarterback will audible. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Ball in the air, intercepted.
Wow.
This is
Good
honestly
throw.
not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
From the gun, the running back has it. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here's the handoff. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Now on first down from the 30. Looking to move it through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Algier. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Blue Devils will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. Makes the catch, he's got enough. Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, Wolfpack. They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field, looking for a productive play on first down. He gives it to the back on the draw. Keeps the legs moving. On the move at the 30. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. The Blue Devils want to move quickly.
Man, this guy's a playmaker, and he does not need a lot of space. Really nice job that time letting the pass rush get upfield. So when he got the football, there was just green grass out ahead of him, and he made the defense pay.
And when I got a guy like that, man, I just got to find ways to get him past the D-line, right? And then the draw play is a good way to do it. Let them run themselves up the field. Then you can see he's got some serious speed. A lot of speed in space is always a...
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. He's right on target. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Blue Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
From the gun, running back on the move. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Good completion on the out. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Looking for room. It's Morris. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Quarterback checking the play. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He's looking to throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Running back goes in motion. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Right on target this time. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. He wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Algier. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab down the middle. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Quick strike complete. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throwing catch.
This defense is trying to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Power ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Duke. The AT unit on the field.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
Trying to get to it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Makes a grab along the left sideline for the huge gain. Touchdown, North Carolina State. They move on top here in the fourth.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid...
Just plowing ahead. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. The Blue Devils want to pick up the tempo. Now they'll run the draw. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Let's see what they've got on second down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. You know, 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Got him downfield. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down.
There were very big expectations surrounding this guy coming into the season. He's delivered week in, week out. With that last catch, he's now got over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
They'll throw it on first down. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Makes the catch, but it's incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
On second down, looking again to throw. He's going up top. And it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the fourth quarter for the touchdown.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. On second down, looking to throw. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Working on the right.
Oh my God. What the fuck?
Get it out to the 39-yard line.
What the fuck was that, dude?
And they got to the line.
What the fuck throw was that?
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Wants to throw on second down. They're working that left side. And he's able to shift.
No fucking way.
It's a pretty good pickup.
Let's go. AI generator, throw it.
Seconds left. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Caught close to the marker. It's Aurora. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Feeling some heat. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And he intercepts it. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve his field position.
And that is a backbreaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big...
Gonna take a shot. He's got it on the right. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae. So you think they shouldn't run up the score like this? I remember an old story of one coach telling the other one, I only coach one team, man. It's your job to stop me.
Yep, I like that approach. That should be your philosophy, but that doesn't mean you don't remember that. You have returned